Hey there, clarinetophiles and clarinetophilettes. Perhaps many of you don't know that I did the acoustical designs on all the French wood clarinets for LeBlanc Corporation back in the 1990s. That included the concerto clarinet, the opus clarinet, and other wood clarinets, including the terrific C clarinet, that are still instruments that are still sought out today, even though they're no longer manufactured. When I founded my own company, one of the things I wanted to do was to try to actually improve on those designs and put them in hard rubber. Now, I could have made wood clarinets, but what I discovered in my testing between the years of leaving LeBlanc and establishing the company is that hard rubber is, in my opinion, a superior material for clarinet building than wood. It has some important characteristics. In fact, it's equal in the really important things, like tone, and it's actually superior in response and evenness, and from clarinet to clarinet, it's far superior in consistency. But it also has some other important features in the fact that it doesn't crack, it doesn't change and move like an accordion acoustically in the bore from season to season, and from temperature to temperature, and from humidity to humidity. It's a much more stable and consistent material, and that does one important thing for you if you play a hard rubber clarinet, and that is play more consistently for you day after day after day. One of the other goals that I had in founding the company is to create clarinets that are excellent and outstanding acoustically, but instruments which are affordable for almost anyone. Well, in continuing that idea, we have decided to produce a new model, which I call, in honor of my time at LeBlanc, I call the Noblissima. As you know, the Noble clarinet was actually the first clarinet factory ever founded in Europe, and the Noble clarinet was one of the most popular clarinets that LeBlanc produced. Well, the Noblissima clarinet is actually pretty much a duplication of the acoustical design of our 576 BC clarinet, which is being played by, maybe hundreds and hundreds of players, and played by many, many professionals and very serious advanced players. I hand-tune these clarinets just like I do the 576s, so none of them goes out without rigorous testing and hand adjustment of the acoustics. So they have arguably as good a scale as any clarinet that you can name at any price. Now, I know this is like devastating to a lot of people who pay $6,000 and $7,000 for their instruments, but when they compare the way our instrument plays, the Noblissima plays, and the 576, compare the evenness and the stability and the excellence of the scale, the difference is really, really negligible, except that the hard rubber clarinets have these logistical advantages of stability and not cracking, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. The Noblissima clarinet has another advantage in the fact that in the past year, we've been working very hard with our manufacturer to improve everything, including the cosmetics and also the stability and durability and design of our mechanism. Well, the Noblissima is going to have that and have it in spades. The Noblissima also includes all the great features that you find in the LeBlanc style mechanism, and it was something that LeBlanc was very famous for. We have, for instance, the separate post-mounted inline trill keys. Very important, because these trill keys drop straight into the tone holes, and they don't close at angles like the offset trill keys that you find in Yamaha and Buffet clarinet trill keys, but they're separate post-mounted. So they're much more stable, making pads last much longer and keep the tone holes covered much better, especially, and dropping in straight into the tone holes. It's really great. But we also have some other features that are really important for young players. One is the fact that we have metal lifts in the side lever keys, not the plastic ones, so you don't have to worry about that breaking 5 minutes before a concert. The other thing we correct is the instability of the EBFC keys that you find in the right hand. And the way we do that is twofold. First, we put double thick crow's foot. So the crow's foot is not going to bend and break even under fairly stressful work. And the other thing is we increase the metal in the cup arms of the F, C, and E, B keys, and we increase it by 50%. This means that these pads are going to remain very, very stable. We also have a really generous and really cool standard thumb rest that gives you plenty of support, and a standard register key. Many times players actually prefer the standard register key to our ergonomic register key that we place on the Opus, on the 576 and the Libertas clarinets. The clarinet also comes with one barrel, a 64 millimeter barrel, that will enable a young player to play the clarinet very well in tune from a range of 440 to 442. So that's it. Please check the Noblissima out on our new website. There's the URL right down there, whatever URL means. Anyway, check it out, please, and especially check out the terrific price that we're offering this clarinet at. I don't think this has ever been offered to the public, an instrument this good with these many features that plays this beautifully and has such a great scale at such a fantastic price. It's just unbeatable. So please help your students, let them and their parents take the advantage of the quality of this instrument and the price ratio of this instrument, which is really unparalleled, I think, in clarinets at this time. In the meantime, thank you so much for dropping in and looking at our presentations. I've been a little negligent because time is really crushing down. Not much time and not all the energy in the world as you get older to give presentations. So please, if there's anything you want to know, any questions that you have that perhaps I might have the answer, be able to help you, please write me, please ask me, because I give these presentations to help you understand the clarinet better, to help you play the clarinet better, and to help you actually not get ripped off by overpriced instruments that underdeliver. And with that said, again, thanks and good clarinetting.